Oh, it looks good. This is what I get for rendering a video while recording an episode. So I can assure you, the audience, that I have absolutely very little idea what I'll be doing today, but I'm sure it'll be interesting, and I hope you stick around for the ride. Let's do a little update on the sugarcane farm I mentioned a while back. Lately, Jeff has been AFK here constantly. I think he's almost to the top on the leaderboard. In fact, if we do trigger time play, trigger dot time played. Got to get used to the system here. Yeah, there you go. He is at the very top from AFKing here. The members have discussed about like making you go AFK, not count towards that, but nah, I don't really care. I think AFK time is still to an extent time put on the server, whether or not you're actually doing stuff. But what I really got to show is the fact that this thing is about 80k an hour. Sugarcanes? Is that even? Oh, they made it sugarcanes? Hasn't it always been sugarcane?
How it reads.
Interesting. Oh, anyway, we've got, what is that, 6, 12, almost 13 shulker boxes full. So that's a rough math, 1.3 million sugarcane. I, maybe he doesn't have to AFK here anymore. I think they covered it. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little update on the sugarcane. And in other news, Major and let's teleport. Like I said, I'm rendering a video. Okay, so we got Major and Red Stuff are working on a mushroom farm. I'm so used to mushroom farm. They are out in the middle of somewhere building a farm for mushrooms. And the interesting thing about this, and mainly why I'm showing it on this video, is they aren't using any of the server collected loot. You guys just saw him mining redstone ore. Yes, we have a quad witch farm. This is still Minerva. For whatever reason, these guys have taken it upon themselves to go the extra challenge of doing this totally on their... Well, what do you call this anyway, guys?
Eh, it's just a project.
Just a project. I mean, it's unlike any other to not use the resources available, but alright, okay. And as a little surprise bonus, I haven't seen this beforehand, what's Ina doing? Oh, good. Crouching and smacking the floor of the Ruby Center as usual. And the
Yeah.
recording has become a slideshow, and this is where we shall begin our journey. Look at this little thing LaFlossie did. He made it colorful. Ah! So I've done something today that I haven't done in a long time. Actually, this was recorded the day after the first bit of the video, but I was watching golems die. I don't know. I don't know if I'm alone in here, and I know I'm not. I've talked to some people who've done the same, but after I've built iron farms, I've spent many hours of my life with like a show on in the background, just mesmerized by watching them fall. I don't know what it is. It's always been intriguing to me. I've never taken for granted the fact that iron ingots are being produced fully automatically. That just still drives me nuts. Because, other basic farms like mob farms are pretty easy and intuitive. You'd think, oh, hey, mobs spawn in the wild. These are the conditions they need. Let's make a farm for it. Iron Golem farms are completely different. You need to... Wow. Well, the requirements are not obvious. He's talking about the TPS. This is on our new cubed host server. Maybe it needs a restart. We have 3 gigabytes of RAM, so I thought that would be enough, but we're still bug fixing this. Oh, there you go. It's back up to 20. So it's actually a pretty powerful thing. With this many people online, plus the iron farm running at 192 villages, that's a pretty cool thing. So if you're watching this video and you haven't seen all of my videos before, this is an old project. I believe we set this up in the second week of the server. Yeah, I'm not even joking. We got 30,000 per blocks by hand within a few days because the members on Minerva are absolutely bonkers. The iron has been full forever because we don't really craft it anymore. These chests don't represent it because I think they're empty at about, yeah, around here. However, we do have, give or take, about 2 million iron blocks, at least throughout the server, because there's another stack of 500,000 at the Ruby Center. And this is the full 768 village, not modular, 768 village concentrical iron farm designed by TDL. All of them, all the golems, villages are centered on these redstone blocks, and well, you can see them pouring out of here because we have 192 villages. So this is running at 1/4 speed. I just got amazing news. So my mom texts me, we're leaving at 3 to pick up Grandpa for Lindy's and back home for things at 7. So Lindy's is, oh my God, look at all the golems here. Lindy's is like the greatest steak place I've ever been to. We rarely go there and only for special occasions because it's like 35 bucks a steak and it's just, oh my God. I mean, it's not really the best deal for your money. However, we never eat all our steak, and then she ends up making stew or something, which lasts us another few days. So it's actually a. But anyway, she texted me that we're going to this place with Grandpa because my grandma's up here from Arizona. We live in Minnesota, and then Things is a game we play where um, you pick out a card and then it's like things you do in the bathroom and then everybody has to like write down an answer and usually they're freaking hilarious. I'm not going to try and think of anything on the fly for fear of embarrassing myself, but then you go around the table guessing who said what and it's just freaking hysterical. And it was kind of like a it was almost like a rite of passage when I got old enough to actually get the jokes because some of them are just my parents' friends are dirty. It's wow. But now I'm all excited because tonight's gonna be pretty fun. Also, oh god, she said that's at 3? Alright, I'm gonna go move the Minerva meeting up to like 2. We should go have that actually probably right now.
Oh, that's quite the move up.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So still in spectator mode, I've been teleporting from player to player just seeing what everyone's doing because we're kind of wondering why the server's taking a hit. And then just outside of spawn, seriously, right here, there's a spruce village out on the water. And obviously via the boats and what everyone said in Discord and, you know, seeing as this is completely rated, I am not the first person to have found this. And I just realized off the top of my head that I bet this is where they got the villagers for our original iron farm. Wow, I am face palming hard. 'Cause to those of you who haven't seen all my videos, once again, this is where we set up our first single cell iron farm at about the first 3 hours of our world, because apparently just over here was a village. And I can truthfully say I had absolutely no idea that this was over here. I didn't even know there was a spruce forest over here. Th This is like the witch hut out in the wild. How has this gone unknown to me? There's another one. There's another one right over here. No wonder we got that iron farm up in just a few hours. This is unbelievable to me. How much you want to bet somebody set up this sugarcane farm like months ago, completely forgot about it, and it's remained completely ditched until now? Update, this spruce forest is absolutely loaded, and judging by the crops, I think this one's gone unnoticed. I don't think that there are any villagers. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'd assume that they've all been killed. There's a third one. For reference, this is right. If you go this direction, I think it'll bring you right back to the first village. So this whole forest. Wow, okay. Well, if anybody wants this seed, it's listed on our Discord server under the information channel. This seed is pretty amazing because it's also known to hold, I don't know, like a dozen or so monuments for guardians, and it's obviously got a quad witch hut and all that. But gosh, if you want an early iron farm, we got one, two, three villages right here on this stretch of land right next to spawn, just a few hundred blocks out.
I will be making notes.
Um, on the topic of what is happening, are my chunks loading slow or what? Because there are sheeps just appearing in front of me.
Hmm.
What what is happening? See, what's happened here? Are they done appearing? Because there was 3 when I started recording. Now there's 21 of them. I, I was just continuing on from that spruce forest and spectator, and there's a base owned by. I know that the guy set up a sheep farm just the other day, and I don't know if this is it, but huh? What a what a. Oh, is this a house? Oh, yes. Oh, we got wolves. Oh, we have wolves on the server. I didn't know that anybody tamed those. I know that they spawn in the spruce forest, but hadn't thought of that, huh? I'm loving the scenery today. Wow, this is just a day of adventure. I'm gonna have to come back over here in survival mode. Uh,
Let me just show you the sheep farm.
we have a mega taiga. Yes, I do want to come see the sheep farm. Apparently we have a mega taiga right out here, so if we need podzol. It's actually not that far from spawn. Still mesmerized by this landscape. This right here is a screenshot if there ever was one. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna take a whole set of new screenshots from this area alone. A lava mountain volcano thing with a swamp. You know what? I think this would look really cool at nighttime, but I'll take the screenshot there, and then I'll wait for the sun to set. Ooh, and a dark oak forest. Oh, this is it. That's a nice one. I'm not sure where I want this focus to be. If I want the whole swamp to be my main atmosphere, if I want the the lava here. Oh, that orange. That orange. You know, I am completely fine. I love this scenic stuff. Still waiting for the sun to set. Alright, we're getting close to screenshot time.
Just getting ignored.
Oh, see, this is why I wanted to do this at night. Look at that. The glowing lava and the light glitches. It wouldn't be a Minecraft screenshot without light glitches. Oh, with the moon in the background. This is outlined by the mountain. I love this stuff. Except for things like this just ruin my screenshots. It's just a pillar of stone. Alright, I think this is the screenshot. No, the moon's lopsided. Well, I think I got some good pictures. I'm gonna put on the screen now of my new wallpaper. Ina? Ina, where are you? I came through the portal and I don't know. Oh, Ina!
Wait, are you at the ship farm?
I'm right behind you.
I don't see you.
Jeez.
Could you relog? Yeah, I see.
Ah! So you guys built a sheep farm.
Yeah.
So here's the funny story behind this. Major wanted to work on the nether. Is this? I swear, if this is an Ina fate. Major wanted to work on. Major wanted to work on the nether web, and there was a room filled with pink wool, as he says it. I'll try to find a picture right now of maybe what he's talking about. And apparently this was just like scaffolding, or not even scaffolding, but just kind of like something to put in place before they actually design that room. And so he went all the way as far as to design and build a sheep farm before realizing the truth that that's not actually at all what it's going to look like. So what we got here are basic unloaders for the wool. This is just a modified version of my basic sheep farm that I designed with Daniel and a couple other people in creative mode one day. It took us all of 10 minutes to do this. And then they've got a bunch of shear dispensers on the sides. Where do I enter, guys? Where can I start?
You go to where you started, where you went up the stairs. There's
Okay.
a door.
So boots off, of course. Do I have to fill up my inventory?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, do I need shears?
It will.
No, they will be dispensed to you.
Okay, so let's sheep some farm. Alright,
Yeah.
so you probably just... Okay, I should take the food out of my... here we go. Nope, that's just gonna put them on. Damn. What can I put in my sidebar? Okay,
Thing.
Cobblestone, maybe?
I put
Or
stone.
any other building block you have.
Are you sure the grass comes back fast enough, you guys?
Yeah.
They need plenty of light and plenty of other grass surrounding. Oh, yeah, they do, okay. Yeah, there's grass up above and everything. And then you just go in circles and you shear the sheep. This is definitely one of my favorite AFK designs. I built it with water just because it's simple. I understand that rails are faster, but water's pretty foolproof. You don't need any special stuff, and you can still pull an easy, with the right setup, assuming the wool is all back when you've returned, you can pull a very steady about 10,000 wool an hour. And that's what we got on our last world. So if you just keep mining sheep like this, I mean, obviously you'd want longer stretches. On the last time I built this, we used about 512 sheep of about, I think it was either 32 or 64 long strips. These look to be about 16 or 8 even. Yeah, okay, so this is actually 10 long. That's definitely not enough. You want to have as little of this turning time as possible, because within here you're not actually shearing any sheep. But you can see that they're aligning you against this back wall, just so you'll be close enough to hit the sheep, but you'll never actually pick up any of the wool. The cobble fence is used to have that half block bump, plus the top slab keeps all of the wool inside, so the minecarts below can pick it all up. Am I missing anything, guys?
Mm, not really, no.
Okay.
Well, we were originally using individual minecarts with hoppers on with individual unloaders for each of the sections, but then me and Nina changed it to a single minecart with like
Yeah, that sounds overkill.
30 rails.
Okay, so what I was going to say next, oh yeah, so the iron door in the middle is a pretty basic design. I think from Milky Way was originally the one who did it, him or Whoopi on ZipCrowd. Figured that with the iron door in the middle, there will be a lot less clashing so that each sheep gets its own block, and that saves on the leg. Even if you've got hundreds of sheep in here, it'll be pretty minimal because they won't be moving at all. And then if each of them has their own grass block, then they have the minimum required time for them to get their wool back, and that's one complete loop. I'm just gonna get out of here quick. So yeah, that's the not so basic, really kind of in-depth rundown on their sheep farm. Pretty good for what it is. Obviously this thing would have to be done much larger and with longer strips to increase efficiency if we were going to use this for like, insane wool output, hashtag amazingness.
I
But
swear, like even if we're going to be doing that, we're going to be using the spider farm that will be coming in the future.
that's true. Yeah, crafting spider wool would be fine because we do plan to do a dye factory where we'll be producing hundreds of thousands of all the dyes that we can per hour. Because there are things like lapis where if you put a cleric at a gold farm and you just trade the rotten flesh for emeralds and then the gold for emeralds and then you use all the emeralds for lapis, you can basically turn any golden ingot farm into a lapis farm. I always love how your chicken covers your face right when you do that. All right, we have a Minerva meeting to get to, and I might not be able to record immediately after because I expect this to be a long one. We have a lot to discuss, and I have dinner and family game plans that I'm actually excited to get to because we invite people over and it's super fun. Um, yeah, so that's the sheep farm. I covered it in a video. You guys can stop whining about it.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's a joke. They didn't actually whine about it, and I wanted to show this anyway. Are you guys gonna...
Yeah, so
Oh! There you go, Iron. You finally got a kill.
Let's
I'm
announce
definitely-
that
Alright, Nuke's pulling me into the meeting. Time to end the clip.